Are you ready for the Chat GPT Test Your Might tonight? Yes?
Let's get it.
I need a better prompt.
So we have 4 questions that were created not by myself, not by anyone else except Chat GPT. And all you get to go off of as a reference is the kind of topic. So as for the first debate, the topic that you got was Jedi Survivor, the newest of the Star Wars franchise. We mentioned it a little earlier. And the question at hand is, if they were to make a Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor reality TV show, what would it be, and why is it better than your opponents? Cicero, I'm going to give you the pick here. Do you want to go first for the first debate or second?
Do I want to go first for the first debate or second? I will go. I will go first.
Okay. And I remember, this is a reality TV show based around Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor. And go.
So the name of the show, of the reality show, would be Naked but Not Afraid, because fear leads to the dark side. It's a long title, but that's the title because that's what it needs to be.
Okay. You wanna lead with that and go over to Sean?
Because I can't say why it's better than my opponents. I mean, I could just say because
you could take a guess,
right? I could just say that it's better than my opponents because there can't be anything better than that.
Okay, Sean, over to you.
Yeah. Clearly, this is. Ooh, is this the planet? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the right planet name real quick.
Ooh, going back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a guess, and Star Wars people come after me. That's fine. Real Housewives of Jeddah. I think that's the whatever the place you start on in the first Fallen Order, where it's like you're like a scrap or whatever. I want Real Housewives of that station. Done.
Wow.
Okay.
Real Housewives is just it's great reality TV, and it'll take an angle on Star Wars that we for sure have not seen before.
I definitely agree. We've never seen the wives of the Jedis or the wives of Star Wars in general. Cicero.
Yes.
How are you going to top that reality TV show that's gone on for like 8 different versions of the show and still going strong? And Star Wars would probably continue that.
Well, so what we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be basically creating a reality show that best mimics the game, the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. And those games are essentially roguelikes or Souls-likes. And what reality show is the Souls-like of reality shows? And that is Naked and Afraid, right? This is you're out there in the elements trying to figure out what it is that you're going to do. You've got to survive just using your wits and the things that you find along the way. And that's what these games have been about. This is what it's like as you discover your force powers, as you discover how to defeat different enemies, as you discover your way through these different areas, right? All of this stuff is stuff that you learn as you're out there. You're gaining the things that you gain because of your wits and your desire and your ability to stay calm, your ability to clothe yourself from being either literally or metaphorically naked. And now and you're not afraid because you're filled with the force, and you won't allow that fear to lead you towards the dark side.
All right, go ahead. Sean, go ahead. And then I'm going to give a thing before you come back, Cicero. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you're completely incredibly wrong about how Naked and Afraid touches like Star Wars or Souls-likes at all. Souls-likes, and especially, you know, where they come from, isn't about just survival. It's about survival in a particular type of world where there also are, and this is very important, little freaks all over the place. And even in the Star Wars case, like, there's still some little freaks, but like there's people around that you have to interact with. And Naked and Afraid is just you completely against the elements. Very different vibes. And no Jedi other than like Luke, who's not even technically a Jedi at that point, ever like learned survival skills training in this manner. So like that's not even like accurate to what's happening there. Real Housewives, on the other hand, does touch on things from
What was the planet name again?
from the Souls-like genre and things.
Jedha.
I think it's Jedha, Jedha. Again, whatever it is, it's the place, it's the scrapyard planet or whatever. And the reason those work is that there's the intrigue. You have to, so Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order, whatever the first one was, I'm mixing them up because I haven't played the second one yet. The reason you get through there is the relationships you have along the way. A lot of like the baddies are basically just like catty people that are like kind of on the same level, but like their problems are all interpersonal. And then the like climax of the game comes from learning how to like take someone that could have been an enemy and making them your friend. And it's all social dynamics, which Naked and Afraid doesn't have, but Housewives, that's all there is.
All right. Okay. All right. So one of the things that my good friend over here, ChatGPT, made sure to mention is merchandise sales for this reality TV show. So I want to get your take on how you would merchandise sales for your show that you created. So Naked and Afraid, Cicero, what merchandise could you sell for that? To obviously Star Wars is a giant, so
right. So I mean, there are so many things that you could use, right? The possibilities, quite frankly, they're endless, right? So there is a show called a reality TV game show called Survivor. At the end of Survivor, every year they sell like scene worn or replicas of scene worn articles, buffs, trinkets, whatever it is. Well, we could do the exact same thing with Naked but Not Afraid, because fear leads to the dark side. With doing things like the first rock that they found and they were able to balance, or any of the things like a piece of bark that they used with their lightsaber and they cut and it was scorched a certain way. Imagine the amount of money that people would spend on those types of items that were found in the show. Maybe there's a little pet that they found while they were out there, and they can sell like plushies of that pet that people really liked. There's so many different things that they can add, and that's one of the things where Sean was talking about how Souls likes are different, and social interactions. I kind of beg to differ, because one of the great things about Fallen Order was being lost on these planets and having to deal with the fauna from those planets and discovering all of the different like animals that are there and the different plant life, and all of those things are things that people can gravitate towards, that you can make into plushies or tchotchkes or put on like logos or decals, or so for hats and shirts, and like if you want a Baby Yoda type of thing, you can have porgies, you can have all sorts of things that you find in Naked but Not Afraid, because fear leads to the dark side.
All right. Sean, merchandising for Real Housewives of Jeddah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to take a quick moment comparing a Baby Yoda to like an animal, not chill. Like Baby Yoda's a person. Like, yes, it was a little stuffed animal still, but still. Anyway, there was like a lot of stuff. Like, yes, there's a lot of like animals, cute and not cute. You can sell both of them out in the wilderness. But where you still have cute animals and a bunch of other garbage, great stuff that you can convince people to buy? A urban scenario where, one, you can get partnership deals with whatever fashion is happening with these housewives. Two, you get the same plushies, etc., from whatever pets they happen to have or whatever like urban life is around. And then also you get the same type of opportunities of merchandising any of the types of moments that happen. And also, you can make your own little figures and figurines for all the weird little freaks, because again, we're in a city and there's all these types of alien people and like cool characters that you get to like be like, hey, children, whoever you want to play at home, here are all these figures you can use. It doesn't just have to be stuffed animals that might terrify you or be cute to you, but we also have those again.
All right. Okay, guys. So let me just debunk this a little bit for you. Cicero.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's a weird word, but we're using weird words in this debate.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Cicero, I like the use of merchandising with you. Sean, you lost me when you said the place is filled with trash and we can sell it. But nonetheless, don't take me wrong when I say this, but there is a large audience of Star Wars members who are female. But if you put a new Real Housewives on TV and have it Star Wars themed, that is a perfect segue to gain a much larger audience. And as much as I disagree, it would work. And I believe that it would, the popularity alone would work for having new people come into the Star Wars giant megalith that it is and not even know if it's Star Wars when they get into it. They're just like, oh, it's a new city. It might be in the world. I don't know, because that's really what happens. And they watch it and then they're like, this is Star Wars? I knew his wife. And then you watch the movies and you're like, I knew his wife when he did this and she did that. That's what they do. Real Housewives, Sean of Jeddah is going to the next round.
Oh, man, that sucks. I should have won on title alone.
It's a lot to put on a TV screen, that title. But Real Housewives already has that logo. You just changed the city. Or in this case, the planet. All right.
Mike from Test Your Might here. Thanks for listening to this debate topic from the latest episode of Test Your Might. If you'd like to listen to the full podcast, check out the links below. Please subscribe to the channel over to my left and check out this playlist to my left as well. Bye.